Now we're going to look at listings in HomeSnap Pro. So one of the most common things that you'll do in HomeSnap Pro is look at listings. Now, while the app knows about every home, it knows a lot more about listings that are from the MLS. In this case, we're going to look at a for sale home in Bethesda. We're going to pick this blue house here in the middle of the screen. It's for sale for $915,000. I'm going to tap on it. And this is typical of any listing you would find in the app. And I'm just going to kind of walk through all the things that you could do with a particular listing. So the first thing you'll notice is that you see a big picture. If you tap anywhere on that picture or on the 19 photos in this case in the bottom right, you'll get a list of pictures. And you can tap on any one of those pictures to zoom in and see the highest resolution pictures possible. And you can pan across the different pictures that way and close that. If you pull up on the screen, you'll find the rest of the information is hiding there down below the bottom. So you'll see the very basic facts across the top, and you'll start to see some of the action things that agents can do in HomeSnap Pro. For example, send a rapid CMA. This is something we'll do a separate video about, but that's actually a pretty cool feature that you can launch right from any listing or any home, actually. The next section you'll see here is this section of 4 buttons: favorite, comment, recommend, or share. We'll cover some of those in another video, but favorite is pretty simple. If you just tap the star button, it's going to keep track of the fact that you like this home, and you can find it again easily on your Me tab. It is also an easy way to share this home with via email or text or social media. The next important section that you'll see is the property history section. So right away we could see that this house has been on the market for 12 days. We can see when it was first listed and what its current price is and whether or not the price has been dropped. But the next thing you'll notice is that we actually knit together all the previous listings for this house. So while this house is for sale now for 12 days for $915,000, we can also see that it sold just last December for just under $600,000 after being on the market for about 4 months. And if you want to, you can tap on that because it's blue. You can tap on that sold listing, and we will show you the historical listing. If you notice across the top, it says you're looking at a previous listing. And you can look at the full details there. You can compare who the listing agent was. You can compare the pictures kind of before and after. You can see that they remodeled this house, so the pictures before were not as nice as the pictures now. So that's one big benefit of using HomeSnap Pro, is that we've knitted together all these past listings to make it really easy for you. The button there to notify you of price changes will send you an email if the price drops or if this house goes under contract. So you'll find out about it very quickly. The next section you'll see is related agents, and we've talked about that in another video. But in one little spot, you can see who any of the agents involved are: listing agent, alt agent, buyer's agent if it's sold, who the showing contact is. And you can contact them, call, email, or message them with just a single tap. So it's an easy way to get in touch with that agent. You can also tap on the agent and find out all about them, which we've covered in another video. The next section is the publicly available information, including the consumer, the public remarks, some basic facts, taxes, and so forth. The next section is the agent-only information. So agents can see this, but consumers cannot. This includes the agent remarks, showing instructions, compensation, and so forth. And here, any phone numbers are all or email addresses are all interactive. So in this case, if I tap the phone number, it's going to offer to call or text that number. So that can be a handy way if you're supposed to call the owner or somebody other than the showing contact who's listed up in the related agent section. That can be a handy way to deal with that. The next section is the property details, which can be very long and shows all the different information that's known about that listing. The next section is on schools, and here, instead of just showing you the school name, the schools are actually interactive. So I can tap on this elementary school, and I can find out more about that school, including the attendance zone. I can tap this button here and see all the homes that are for sale that go to that school. So I can zoom in and tap on each of these. I could look at that listing if I really want to. So you can kind of keep tapping and looking. That's one of the beauties of HomeSnap, is you can keep going. We'll tell you some basic information about the school. This is all just objective information that comes from, for example, the Department of Education. We'll tell you, in this case, it's an elementary school, so we'd tell you which middle school and high school the kids would go to who went to this elementary school, which is kind of useful. And you could actually tap on those schools and go find out about them as well. So that's a nice thing that we do to make the schools more interactive and useful. The next thing you'll notice is that instead of just showing a map, we actually show you the property boundaries. So you can tap on that map and open it, and we'll show you where this property is relative to the other homes nearby. And we'll show you all their property boundaries, but we'll also let you look at the homes themselves. So if you wanted to find out about the neighbor homes, when they last sold, what they're worth, that kind of thing, you can just tap on those and open them. But you can also often find homes nearby that are either sales comps or that are for sale themselves. So if you see a red price tag, red means that it's sold in the past year. So if I tap on that, I'm going to see a sold property. And this can be very useful when you're out at a house to kind of look around at the neighboring properties and see if there's any other homes that you should be looking at as either a comp or potentially another listing while you're there on site. A green price tag would mean that it was for sale. There's one that's for sale right there. So again, that's a handy way to expose to you what's nearby to the house that you're looking at. The next section is similar listings. So our system will suggest 5 similar listings that if you like the house that you're looking at, that you should probably consider these, and you can tap on any one of those to find the details. That can be very useful for kind of a quick suggestion or something that might have been outside a search parameter that you would normally use to find a similar home. And then we do the same thing for sales comps. So we give you 5 homes that are either sold or under contract that are similar to the home you're looking at right now. And again, you can tap on any of those to find out all the details, how long ago it sold, see the pictures, see how long it took to get under contract, that kind of thing. So those are listings in HomeSnap Pro.